Yay! Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Fire Pro Wrestling Fridays, episode 2, title incoming, because I always think of them after the match.
Title Disco, Wrestling Pro Descuda.
No, that's Travis Foster. Hi, Travis.
Hey!
He was being incredibly racist.
Wrestling fan.
And
I don't think I was being racist. I was
that's
doing
like
it.
if I start going around Chinatown going ching chong pong ching tower. That's racist. You can't do that. It's offensive.
I was just acting like I was a Japanese wrestling announcer.
Anyway, welcome to Fire Pro Wrestling Fridays. If you're not familiar with what this show is, basically I will poorly play Fire Pro Wrestling from the PlayStation. Travis will comment on it, and we will try and win. That's the whole goal. This is a Japanese import game, so a lot of it is in Japanese. Luckily, they were able to supply a little bit of English to us, so we're not completely lost in playing this. But now we need a team name because we're going to be doing an elimination match, which is more commonly known, I guess, to American audiences like Survivor Series, if you watch WWE. So, Travis, help me out. What's our team name going to be?
All right, so with Japanese teams, right? They always do, especially with American wrestlers. I have a feeling you're going with American wrestlers. They always it's almost like they pick two random American words and put them together.
Oh, yeah.
Like Bullet Club. There is no need for them to be a Bullet Club, but yeah.
Can we? I don't think we can do Bullet Club. I don't think there's enough room. Let me see that. I don't think there's enough room to do Bullet Club.
Bullet Club.
Oh, there
is enough room.
Yes. No, there's not. That's all I can do.
All right. So let's call them.
Look like we do about seven or 8.
Can you call them gun guys?
Oh yeah, that's good.
Gun guys.
No, Gaijin. Gaijin is the one for foreigners. Let's do that. Let's do Gaijins.
Gaijins. Gaijin Boo.
let's see if that'll fit. Oh! Damn it. It's so close. Maybe next time. We'll do Gaijin Alpha. Alright, so let's see. Alright, let's get some WCW people in here. Gotta play Goldberg. Why wouldn't you?
He could kick somebody in the face and paralyze them for life.
That's true. I don't want to play him as my first character, though, so we'll have him on our team. But I want someone that I'll probably play as for a little while. Let's see.
What about Rey Mysterio? Who's that jumping out the sky?
Yeah, we could try some Rey. Oh, we're going to do Hot Pink, of course. Why wouldn't you? Why would you do anything other? Get some Goldberg. Let's see. Who else do we like? We're doing all Americans. Well,
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, yeah, of course. Let's get him in a weird-ass tank top. Whatever that is.
He's in a bikini?
And, of course, Ric Flair's got to be out there.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be New Japan Pro Wrestling without some Ric Flair up in there. All right. And, of course, The Rock.
The Rock, yes.
Why not? Get him in his training outfit. Team looks good. Let's save our team. Gaijin Alpha. Let's do this. All right, let's get everything set up. And because I don't want to be embarrassed, I'm going to make sure the computer is extra easy. It should be just a 3-count finish. I'm going to turn off the time because I don't like time limits in my games. We got 3 counts, infinite time.
Can we go back and rename the team 3 count?
Nope. We're sticking with Gaijins. Gaijin Alpha. It's the only way I do it.
I'm sorry, Shane Helms. I tried.
Shane Helms next time, buddy. Next time. Alright, let's get started on this Elimination Chamber match. Or, not Elimination Chamber match.
Yes! Eric Bischoff stole another thing from Japan.
Yeah!
The joke is that Eric Bischoff stole a lot from Japan, including NWO.
Okay, so now we have to choose the teams, which I really don't want to do because that's going to take so much time. We have the marathon, which after a team member is eliminated, another member of his team will take his place in the battle until the opposing team member is defeated. This cycle continues so all members of the opposing team are eliminated. So that's Survivor Series. Rank is team captain versus team captain, so on. And then random's completely random. We're going to stick with the marathon because that seems to be the general. 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's have this as one. No. What happened? Alright, let's figure it out.
Well, this is for the computer.
Oh, is this for the computer?
Yeah, it's for the computer.
I don't think so.
Oh.
Because that says I'm one player. Oh, shit. Now. Fuck. Now we gotta play as Masato Tanaka, Mr. Ganosuke, Hayabusa, who's handicapped now, Tarzan Goto, and Atsushi Onita.
Great.
I want Hayabusa to be my number 1. Tanaka.
But Masato Tanaka, like,
he's good.
You have Joey
He'll
Styles.
be my second. He'll be my number 2.
I said you can have Joey Styles talk about how he should kill Mike Awesome, which is still like the most random thing to ever happen in WWE.
Alright. Hayabusa and Sting. It's gonna be our first match. Let's do this. Kick some ass. Let's beat this guy up.
He's the man called Sting.
I hope Hayabusa doesn't die. I don't want to be responsible for that.
Wow. Isn't like half the people in this game dead?
Probably. Especially a lot of people in the New Japan era.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there were like 500 when this game came out. Right?
That's true. Yeah. Let's skip entrances. I don't care. Let's go, Hayabusa. No, that's not a great way to start the match. Getting your eyes raked.
Again.
Nor punched in the face.
So yeah.
Stop.
So I
There we go. Head drop.
I've been playing this game because we talked about it last time. It was kind of a little aimless on the commentary of Fire Pro. So yeah, like you talked about before, there's a system of like it's like rock paper scissors, but like it's also really weird. Like it's a light heavy thing, and yeah, it was really fun, and I got like a whole like when I started these like finishes, I was like, oh man, this is actually kind of cool.
But it's not that intuitive. Like it kind of doesn't hold your hand. It's kind of difficult sometimes.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's weird. I think that's the best way of putting it. It's very weird.
Yeah, like Trip.
But I mean, it's fun, but also it's not. I don't know. It's a really weird thing to think about.
I think if it was a little bit more modern, it'd be a little bit easier. Like if it had a little bit more familiar faces, I think that would help as well. But I mean, this game's, 14 years old, 15 years old?
Yeah.
So
I mean, or a tutorial. That'd be like super
yeah, that
cool.
would help too. But yeah, I will probably not do very well at this. So I expect Hayabusa to be eliminated soon. And maybe Masato Tanaka could come in and kick some ass.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't hold my... Oh, fuck. He just kicked me with a flying forearm. And an elbow drop.
That's like some very classic Sting stuff right there.
Very like 80s Sting. Not none of this Crow-inspired nonsense.
I'm the Crow.
Oh, kick to the back of the head.
I just want Sting to be like, I'm the Crow.
Arm drag. See if we can get him up in a suplex this time.
Are you going to do
he's still...
Are you going to do all of Chris Jericho's 5 million moves?
He has 5,001, sir.
5,000.
Learn your Jericho.
That's right. Like, was it like 5 of them were armbar?
Yeah, 5 of them were variations of an armbar. God, Jericho. That was seriously probably my favorite WCW Jericho moment because it was just so ridiculous.
Jericho in WCW is probably the most underrated wrestler. At the same time, like the most rated correctly. Because like just the stuff he would do was so awesome. Like with Ralphie when he was doing the Goldberg stuff.
Yep.
Oh, it was so great.
So many just good. Oh, he just punched me in the dick.
Sting,
why'd you let that happen?
For the forever good guy punches somebody in the dick.
Oh, he's got a good cradle.
Thanks,
not going to beat me yet.
Thanks, Game.
God, Sting, you're a dick.
But yeah,
I'm
Jericho's
glad you lost at WrestleMania.
to a Terminator. And now Terminator's in the game. Pre-order WWE 2K15.
I still can't believe they had Sting lose to Triple H. That makes no sense to me. Oh,
Well,
he's got to roll up.
It was
Schoolboy.
the battle of WCW versus WWE.
Yeah, and they had the black and white NWO to come out to help him.
That's the part.
Did they seriously not even know the canon? He was never in black and white.
That's
ever.
That's the part I was like, this makes no sense.
Yeah,
like
absolutely
his
insane.
whole idea was to be the anti-NWO.
Yeah,
Why would you do that?
the anti-Hogan, and you have him come out, Hogan supporting him. Oh, I got his own move on him, Scorpion Deathlock. How's that taste, white boy?
But I thought it was also hilarious that like that Nash acted like he tore his quad.
Yeah,
Because I'm absolutely pretty sure
right
he
before that happened, I was like, God, please don't tear your quad again. And then he does it, and I was like, oh God, why?
did. I was like, and that is the funniest part of this match. But I think that's what it was. It was just supposed to be a funny
Oh, he's out of the ring.
match.
No, it was just nostalgia, and
I mean, for what
Silly.
it wasn't terrible. Like
no, it could have been a lot worse.
I've seen way worse matches, like Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg. That is still the worst. Like, for as great as Brock Lesnar is, that is one of the worst matches I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, no, it was awful. It took 10 minutes to get started, and then it finally did, and it was just like, what's the point? This is awful.
And then the crowd shit on it, and like it was just bad.
Yeah, there was no saving it.
Oh dear.
Yeah. elbow.
Oh, nice back.
Nice
elbow.
reversal. But I fell flat on my face. Didn't capitalize on that one. Ooh. Backbreaker. Scorpion Deathlock again. Wear out those legs.
So was Hayabusa the creator of the Scorpion Deathlock?
I don't believe so.
I know it was originally called like Satoshi Goto. Is
Yeah.
the original name for it? I know it was originally a Japanese move because I think
Did you see that?
that was
insane.
pretty sick. That was pretty
That
sick.
was, I think that's the first time I've nailed a move off the top rope anytime that I've ever played this game. So figure that out.
But I want to say because Sting did it first. I think they came to Sting.
Oh, he just did the deal. Falcon Arrow.
Yeah, I'd say Falcon Elbow.
Oh, he just punched me in the dick again.
Good job, Sting. Wow, really? All right. But I think like they came to Sting and they were like, "Oh, can you?" I don't know. It was somebody came to. I know Pat Patterson came to Bret Hart and showed him Sting and said, "Hey, could you do this move that no one else is doing but this guy?" And then Bret Hart was like, "Yeah, I can totally steal that move. That's cool."
He blocked it.
And so so you had Sting do the whole. He was doing the. Bret Hart started doing the sharpshooter or the Scorpion Deathlock. But like, where did Sting originally get it from? Like the Satoshi or like, did he?
Was he doing it when he was doing the beach blonde
Yeah.
surfer? He was doing it then.
Yeah, it would be Stinger Splash into the Scorpion Deathlock.
Oh my God! He just German suplexed me outside. I should be dead right now.
That would.
I don't want Hayabusa to die, Sting. What are you doing?
I need Kevin Steen in his next match to do that. Like, when he fights Finn Balor, can he like German suplex him to the outside? He would be the guy to do that.
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't want to be the guy that he gets done to, though.
Yeah.
That would be awful.
I've like really thought about doing the wrestling thing like a lot lately, especially because I've been working out a lot more. And I was like, I would love to try it, but it's just so much money. Like, that's my biggest deterrent. It's like.
And no offense, I mean, you're not like a spring goose, I
No,
think is the phrase.
I mean-
So, I mean, you'd be getting started really late into the game.
That's another thing. But I've been working out. I've been doing like hardcore, like kind of like MMA type workouts, and I was like,
Hayabusa's defeated.
Hayabusa's defeated.
You did good, kid. You did good.
So I was like,
Masato Tanaka's gonna come in and kick some ass now.
I was like, if I can give myself just like a year to get into shape, and then to do it. Oh, so they just split off, so you don't fight Sting.
It was a marathon. I was supposed to fight Sting again. That's fine. Masato Tanaka's gonna kill Terry Funk.
Well, time hasn't killed Terry Funk.
Nothing at this point is seemingly gonna kill Terry Funk.
And I don't even say that like to be rude. It's just like Terry Funk wrestles in the most dangerous matches, And it's
all
like,
the time.
and he's just like, oh yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go back to work now. Like, what the fuck, old man?
But yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
test of strength. Yeah.
I definitely am. I am at the point where it's like, I'm probably way too old. But like Charlotte started late.
Oh, that's true.
Charlotte started like really like I think she's like 35. Like she's older, because she was like a teenager during the Nitro stuff with her and David, and when Rick was like when they were like going to Rick's house, like she was like much older. But then, like you said, like we look at everyone else. Like I was listening to the Talk is Jericho with Sasha Banks, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm 23," and I was like, "You're 23?
You're so young.
Oh, I
You
just want to die." Yeah, she was talking about like the Eddie Guerrero thing. She was like, "Yeah, like I was like a little girl when I found out Eddie Guerrero died." I was like, I was out of college when I found out Eddie Guerrero died. I was like at home, like I felt so old when I listened to that interview. So yeah, I mean, that would be the problem. I am like not extremely older, but I'm an older dude. Like people who are my age are like main eventing Raw, or like these indie mainstays, you know. Like
not just really starting to get into it.
Right. I think Tyler Black is the same age as I am. So, or Seth Rollins, excuse me.
Yeah. The more lay people.
More lay people. So, like, that would be kind of, you know. But hey, Batista started when he was what, like 39?
Was
100? He started really
yeah,
late.
that's true. But he was still at least relatively active in, like physical whatevers. Like he didn't just like get into it and just like, I'm gonna do that forever. And he got out anyway, so it's not like he stuck around for long.
That's true.
Masato Tanaka is killing the shit out of Terry Funk right now.
I mean, that's what we said would happen, though, right?
That's true. That's what I needed to happen.
I really can't wait for you to do the death matches. Because then you should only pick Terry Funk.
I should only pick up Tanaka, because who else is going to be crazy enough to do it?
Oh,
Bulldog.
Wait, Cactus Jackson in this game, right?
I think so.
He would be the one you have to do death matches with.
Not today, Terry Funk.
That's what's so crazy. I was thinking about it the other day. It's like a lot of the people who do like death matches are usually like the nicest people, which makes no damn sense. Like,
you expect the crazy people to be the ones that are like putting their lives on the line, not the other way around.
Like I was watching Ultima Lucha Underground, and Vampiro and Pentagon Jr. have like this crazy match and everything, and like they're both like the nicest people outside of the thing. Like Pentagon Jr. like after that match, like he also appeared on like a Saturday morning like Mexican daytime TV show where he like fireballed children into becoming Pentagon Juniors.
Naturally,
as
you should do.
It's literally the greatest thing, and I was like, oh man, this guy is like super nice, and Mick Foley is also like super nice. How in the world could you get into a death match? That seems like the worst thing ever. Like,
I have no idea.
Things that I'd be like.
That's why, like, I really don't like CCW. I think is like the one that's like the big indie deathmatch stuff. Like, I just can't get into it. I don't like that. I don't like violent, hardcore stuff anymore. I did when I was a kid because it was like it was different, and then everyone sort of started doing it, and then you realize, oh, this is just kind of glorified nonsense. Like, why would you want to put your body through that?
It just seemed like especially when we were growing up, because we're about like a year apart. Like the people who were doing it, it almost was like man. And I'm a fat dude, so I'm saying this as a fat dude. Like everyone who was out of shape and just wanted to wrestle
was excelling. At the hardcore stuff. Yeah,
because like, oh, I'm super out of shape, but I can also like, oh, there it is. Tanaka just killed him.
Not yet. Too soon. But they haven't killed him enough yet.
They were like, oh well, we will. I can. I may not be able to like walk up and do like this TJ Perkins like.
Oh God, he just killed me with a pile driver.
Do like TJ Perkins legit like wrestling, catch as catch can wrestling stuff, but I can hit myself in the head with a light tube, and that looks fucking painful as shit. So people will love it. Like, I don't know. I'm with you. I think the deathmatch, if you use it, like, if it's something that actually, like, there's a meaning behind it, like I said, like the Pentagon Jr. Vampiro match was like this story. Oh, Tornado DDT was the story that they told for a whole season of the show, because it's definitely a season with Lucha Underground. They told this whole story for the season, so it made sense, and like you can get invested in that hardcore match, and that's what I kind of realized. Like, I don't mind those matches if I have a reason to be invested in it. Like the Triple H Cactus Jack Royal Rumble match, one of my favorite matches. But the reason, whoa, wait, what did you just do?
Power slam, buddy.
Okay, this looks very different. All right,
I just hit him with a shoulder tackle.
Yeah,
it's like the weakest shoulder tackle ever.
It's like it's John Cena level with a shoulder tackle. But
what is that John Cena meme? Like, when did that become a thing?
I don't know, but
I hate it. I hate it so much.
I'm kind of mad because I'm like, fuck you. Like, you don't get the rights. It's not your right to make fun of John Cena. Like, you're inherently, you grow into get to make fun of John Cena. Like, all these people are like, it's John Cena. I'm like, you don't even get it. Like, you don't understand.
Well, that's sort of like what we were talking about, I think, in the first episode about being fickle about someone, like something becomes a little bit more popular, and it's like, well, I was here the whole time, and now all of a sudden it's popular.
Yeah.
So I get it. Like, it's like people are making fun of John Cena, don't actually know who John Cena is. It's not fair, because it's like, you didn't invest the time and the energy to get to know who this person is, and yet you're still making jokes and all this stuff off of it.
I think it came from like this prank call thing. That like my buddy, she showed it to me one time. Like, this guy calls like this lady, and they're like harassing her. Like, they're doing like this prank call back and forth, like trying to give her tickets or trying to sell her to watching SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And it's like every 5 seconds it's like, and here John Cena is taking on the Undertaker at Summerfest, and like they're just playing the music, and she's just getting increasingly more pissed off. Like, it's a very funny video, but I think that's where a lot of that like John Cena meme stuff comes from. Because like it's like, oh, that's it's funny because his music has horns in it and it's loud and obnoxious. Like, that's where it kind of comes from.
I get sort of the unexpectedness of it, but it's just like, why John Cena? Like, I mean, of all the references that you could use and make, like, why that one?
Because it's loud.
Is that really it? It's just 'cause
it really
loud?
is. It's because it's loud.
That's lazy. I don't like that. Rolling elbow.
Roaring elbow.
Sorry.
Roaring.
Elbow. He's gonna kill me. Yeah, this is it. I think he's got me.
I've also started watching a lot more.
God! Last minute.
Got him.
So close.
I'm watching a lot more of World of Sports Wrestling.
Why?
Because I'm a stupid wrestling nerd, and
understood.
I decided to watch like the most classical of fucking wrestling, which is British dudes wrestling a very British style, and it's kind of terrible. Like, no, I take that back. It's not terrible. It's just very much like,
it's new. Like, you're not that familiar with it.
Not even that it's new, because there's a lot of people that I know of, like Johnny Saint and Dynamite Kid and Carl Gotch. Like, people I've heard of, but it's very much like, having grown up on the American style, it is really different.
It's a slower pace, right?
It's definitely a slower pace. It's definitely more catch as catch can stuff. And so this has nothing to do with Fire Pro, but I killed Padalon.
Why'd you do that?
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. I was grinding. All right. Anyway, but yeah, like the catch as catch can style, like it's really cool to see, but it's like it's very much like where people always say like, oh, you don't need like actual
Like, you don't need like a storyline. Like, you can just wrestle, like wrestling for wrestling's sake, was what it is, and that is
that's sort
literally
of,
the point.
That's sort of like the PWG standard. Like, they don't really have like overall storylines. It's just kind of like they just get some guys together and wrestle one another, and I like that. Like, I mean, they have a storyline every now and again, but most of the time it's just like, hey, here's indie wrestlers that have wrestled countless times all over the world. We're just going to get them together for a night and have them go at it again. And I like that. I just like wrestling for the sake of wrestling. But at the same time, I do like... And they have fun with it. And I think that's what I really like about PWG.
That would be the difference. Like, because you're right, PWG definitely does that. But they also have fun. And, like, it's they don't care. That's... Their thing is, like, it's not just wrestling for the sake of wrestling. It's, like, we like this thing. We're just going to be fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Just do stupid things. This is very serious. Well, no, they do stupid things too, but it is still very serious. And it's just, like, it's not fun to watch at all.
That's a shame. But if you do want to watch some good... some sort of catch wrestling like that. TJ Perkins, I think you mentioned him before. He's really great. Zack Sabre Jr., probably just one of the best currently going right now.
He should.
That kid is just phenomenal.
He should also be signed by WWE right now. Like,
I don't. I think like I would, but the problem with WWE is you need to have the personality, and I've never really heard him on the mic, so I don't know how good he would be on the mic. His personality would be.
I would say Bryan Danielson is like if you can get a personality out of that guy, which I didn't think you could,
then you can get it out of anybody.
Yeah, and I said that as someone who was like the world's biggest Bryan Danielson fan before he got signed. I still am a huge Daniel Bryan fan, but like he had no personality.
No,
like
he didn't.
He was very much like, oh, just go out here and wrestle. Now I do know that there's talks for them signing TDMK, the mighty don't kneel, or the mighty might.
From New Japan, or not New Japan.
Noah. Yeah. Because they're doing like some weird like Australian like talent
scouting
grab. Well, yeah, because they've grabbed a lot of Australian women who worked for. Who went to the Lance Storm School. Dory Funk, by the way, is like owning the shit out of you.
He's killing Atsushi Onita.
I
don't think I'm going to do well in this elimination match.
I don't think you will either.
I'm down 2, and Dory Funk is killing my ass
This is very much like a chaos versus war type thing.
Yep. This is bad. This is just embarrassing.
But yeah, they're grabbing like a lot of Australian women lately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, Becky Lynch was Bailey. Emma's Australian, right?
Yeah. The other two are not. The other two are one is Irish and the other one is from San Francisco. But yeah.
Oh. Why do I think? Why no? There's Australian.
There's 2 other girls that are Australian. They haven't really done anything yet. They actually just got their renames. They did they wrestled some enhancement matches, but they just got their renames like a week ago. But yeah, I mean they both are from Lance Storm School, I think. But
he's Canadian. He's not Australian.
Yeah, but he's getting all these Australian women. I don't know why. Is there like a sign in the school like all Australian women are welcome to come here?
Or I get a bonus if you sign Australian women.
But to be fair, like Lance Storm has had some really great students, like C.J. Parker, who I think you talked about earlier, or I think we talked about him earlier.
Yeah, he's retiring apparently.
No, C.J. Parker.
I think so. I think I just saw that he was retiring.
I thought that I know Chuck Taylor is.
That bums me out.
He's
seriously one of the best independent wrestlers out. He's so great.
I think he got signed. I think that's the reason why. Because it's very.
Is that why?
I think because it's very hush hush why he's retiring. Because everyone's like, he's retiring, quote unquote. And I know that they've wanted him for a while. Ever since they basically started sending out Regal to scout people. Yeah. It just seems like he's grabbing all the, top independent guys.
That bums me out. I mean, I'm glad. Like, I'd like to see Chucky T on WWE. I did not mean for any of that to rhyme as well as it did, but I hope that he does, and he's not actually retiring legit. Because the he's got great charisma, and his in ring, despite as silly as he is, he can do it, man.
So
like,
good.
go watch the Kenny Omega, Chuck Taylor, Young Buck matches. Really good, just solid wrestling all around, and it's still got the comedy bits that he's known for.
No, he's
Great all around.
He's really good. He's like, it's like another team that like just disappeared. The Bravado Brothers. Like, I love those guys.
I'm not doing
And I have no idea.
They were in Evolve for a while, and they were champions, and then they seemed to fall off. So I don't know if they're taking a break or maybe they're getting signed or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like it would bum me out because I really like the Bravado Brothers. All right, so it's up to Goto and
It's up to
Mr.
Goto and I forgot the last guy.
Mr.
This is not
Satan.
going well. Tarzan Goto. I don't know any of these people, so I'm not expecting good things to happen.
Well, that's Goto now, right? Because like he's been wrestling forever. Like New Japan's Goto. Like I think that's the same dude.
Really?
Yeah, he's been wrestling. He's in the NWO. Like he was in NWO proper. Like I was reading an article where the guy was ranking all the members of NWO, and he was in NWO proper. So I think it's the same dude.
I don't know.
But
I
But
could
yeah.
be wrong.
But yeah, like it's really crazy. Like I said, I think we talked about it earlier. Like how WWE is kind of basically just like it's like I said, it's literally like someone just said, "Hey Triple H, here are all my indie wrestling tapes. Did you want to watch them?" And he was like, "I like all of these. Let me get all of them." Like
I want all of these for mine. And it's like, that's fine. Because I do want to see these guys make it big and do other things. That's awesome. But PWG is my absolute favorite wrestling company on the planet right now, next to maybe New Japan Pro Wrestling. So if I had to say, like, PWG is the best indie, New Japan's is the best professional, in my opinion.
No, it's not bad. I mean that's absolutely true. On both of those things, like I think as soon as Triple H gets the chance to take over WWE, I think we can make a conversation about how WWE's gotten back. But as long as Vince runs everything, that's 100% true. Like,
Yeah.
ugh. But no, I mean, I agree with you. What I honestly wish there was a valuable second American option.
That's true.
Because, man, I tried to watch TNA. I think I talked about this before because I read the spoilers and I was like, I don't know how this makes any sense, but okay. So I found out how PJ Black became the King of the Mountain champion because, so here's how TNA works.
Please explain the absurdity that is TNA in the last year and a half.
All
'Cause
right.
I don't know anymore.
So Bully Ray originally had powerbombed Dixie Carter through a table
Naturally.
because women suck. And she's a shitty heel person, so you put her through a table. So he puts her through a table. Then there's this power gap. Kurt Angle becomes the leader of TNA. Then he becomes champion because why not? He has no neck, but let's go ahead and make him champion.
So does Brock Lesnar, but they gave him the championship.
Yeah,
too.
but Brock Lesnar doesn't break his neck. Like, you don't blow up Brock Lesnar's neck.
Oh, you mean no
Breaks.
neck that his neck's broken, not
Yes.
that he has no neck on his body.
Oh,
I
no,
got you.
no. Then he now has a tumor, which obviously I don't want Kurt Angle to die. I don't want any wrestler to die. But he has a tumor, and so he has to leave. He has to get surgery on the tumor and surgery on his neck again because it's his neck.
So he just won a championship and then has to leave again. That
Yeah.
sounds like Daniel Bryan.
Yep. I really hope he never wrestles again either.
Yeah, I don't want him to risk any injury.
I can't. I really do not want to see like my favorite wrestler be paralyzed in the ring. That's literally my fear. I definitely don't want him to do that. So then Ethan Carter III beat him. Then Dixie Carter came back, and then she said, well, there's going to be a new person in charge of TNA Wrestling. And so she came back, and then she announced a new person who was Bully Ray, who put her through a table because why not? Even though, it looked like WWE was going to sign Bully Ray, but that didn't happen because they realized that their nostalgia isn't as great as your nostalgia.
Nope.
All right, so it's up to Mr. Mister.
It's up to Mr. Mister.
Mr. Mister.
I don't think he's going to do a very good job.
Ganosuke.
Mr. Ganosuke versus Ric Flair.
Woo! Oh, okay, Ganosuke, I'm sorry, sir.
I don't think you're going to take it.
So Bully Ray gets introduced one weekend, and he gets attacked in the same episode he's introduced. Attacked and taken out. So there's a whole storyline like, who attacked Bully Ray? So then, because there's this power vacuum, Jeff Jarrett comes in. He's like, well, hey, I'm running GFW. Why don't I also run TNA? And Dixie Carter's like, okay, whatever. And so now he brought all his GFW guys to come in. So this is literally what happened in the episode. He came in to talk about how great it was to be in the Impact Zone, how GFW is going to be this great wrestling organization, but he wants to thank TNA for being there, and da-da-da-da. And he also is the King of the Mountain champion. And he talks about like how he's done wrestling, he'll never wrestle again, which is the biggest Jeff Jarrett lie of all time. So then Eric Young comes out because he's a heel, apparently.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm trusting you with all of this information. I have no idea.
So he comes out, and he's a heel, and he's like, well, you, Jeff Jarrett, came and took my title, and I want my title back. Da-da-da-da-da. And he was like, Jeff Jarrett was like, well, since I'm not wrestling anymore, we're going to have a King of the Mountain match on Impact Live, and the winner of it will be the new King of the Mountain champion. So then Eric Young does something, then he attacks him because he's a heel, right? So the GFW guys come out to save Jeff Jarrett. Then the TNA locker room comes out to beat up the GFW guys. And I'm not talking about like all the fucking heels. No, everyone, the good guys and the heels come out to beat up the GFW guys. And then because Pope D'Angelo De Niro is one of the announcers, or one of the commentators now, he's like, well, I'm gonna tell you something, Josh. You don't put your hand you don't put your hands on my brother. If my brother's doing wrong, we have to handle it. And I was like, you idiot! Eric Young attacked somebody. Why wouldn't they go out to protect the guy that signs their check?
God, this is terrible. This is all this is actually being shown on TV. Someone's watching this. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes. This is a thing that's happening on television right now.
Oh my God. How is this not canceled?
Because it's not canceled because freaking Ethan Carter is a great wrestler, and that's it. That's the only reason why I see it's not being canceled, and it will end up being canceled. It sucks. There's a lot of guys in TNA who I really like, who should have forever jobs at another place. Like WWE should have never got rid of Ethan Carter, but it happened. It sucks because it's so terrible. It's so terrible. It's literally the dumbest.
I don't understand. Who's watching this? Because it sounds like a joke. It sounds like just fan fiction. So who's actually watching these shows?
I have no idea, but they actually have a huge backing. It's so weird.
Because I'll watch Botchamania. That's just something that I love doing every week.
Yeah. It's a good way to catching up on wrestling.
It is. That's actually how I watch a lot of my wrestling now. Because I can't watch it every week, so I just usually will just watch the pay-per-views, and that's all I really need. Mm. But they were showing a bit on this recent one where Hernandez, who had worked for TNA before, showed up, joined a stable, and then apparently because he was still under contract with Lucha Underground, he couldn't actually be shown on TV So all the footage that they shot, which TNA will shoot 4 shows a night.
Yeah, they do it all one weekend.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it before, like we read the spoilers. It's like there's like 12 to 20 episodes of stuff already done that makes no sense whatsoever.
Which isn't uncommon, because I mean that's just money saving. It just makes sense. But it's like so what happened was Hernandez shows up, is in breach of contract. They can't actually show any of his footage. So then they have this entire storyline that they can't use at all. And so in order to fill time now, they're using old matches from the past to fill in. But the feedback that I read about that particular incident is now MVP got fired because of that. Which MVP shouldn't have been in TNA anyway. He should have stayed in New Japan.
He should have.
He was doing much better things over there.
What's so crazy about MVP is he could probably go back to WWE because he didn't leave on bad terms. He left like CJ Parker left. Like, these are guys who are just like, hey,
I'm not getting the push.
Well, it wasn't even that. Because I was listening to the Cole Cabana interview with MVP, and MVP said he went to Johnny Ace. Like, that's when I was like, oh, maybe Johnny Ace isn't the worst, because I've heard a lot of people have actually very nice conversations with John Laurinaitis, and that he was awesome on television, I think. But like, he said he went to Johnny Ace, and he had told him like years before, he's like, hey, I've always wanted to wrestle in Japan. Like, I've always wanted to do that. He never got a chance to do it. He did some indie stuff like FIP, and then he went to WWE. And he was like, well, I never got a chance to wrestle in Japan. I want to go wrestle in Japan. And I'm pretty sure they would bring him back. Like, they are very much about nostalgia. Like, and I'm pretty sure of all people, he would not mind being on NXT, because he was never like, oh, I have to be in this spot, because he did stuff that he would have never had to do. So I wouldn't be surprised, like, if he might, like, with them in NXT Brooklyn, I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't see him back there.
That'd be pretty cool.
I wouldn't be, but yeah, I know he had a problem with it. I know Austin Aries, who is another person that's been floating around in
Austin Aries needs to get out of TNA, but I think he's out because he's
been fired. He got fired.
Yeah, I think he did a surprise appearance at ROH, so he's probably going to be back there.
Yeah, which he should be. I would like to see him do like a stint in WWE, like do like what they're doing with Jushin Liger, where he's having
like a one night only thing,
like a one night match with him, like Austin Aries and like an up and comer, like maybe Austin Aries Raw Nation or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. Or like even the WWE guys. Like, I think, like, but let me finish my thought before I go there. But yeah, like they got rid of a lot of people, and they're signing people. Like, I like Grado a lot. I think
he's too Colt Cabana for me, and I really don't like Colt Cabana. I know that sounds like blasphemy. I just don't care for him.
No, I get it. It's very much a thing. Like, but I really like Colt Cabana, so I really liked whatchamacallit. I really liked
Grado.
I really like Grado. So, but they can't. But he's not Grado, because he can't be Grado without that Madonna song, and
that's true.
She's not going to let you use that song. Like, it's in a very weird spot. Like I said, Ethan Carter III is really great. I would love to see him do more things, but do I really care if he fights Ken Anderson, who I find fucking boring as shit? No.
Yeah, he's still there.
Or Bram, the other bad part of Ascension. Like, I don't. It's so weird. It's
just
terrible.
Awful. And so many people there that are really good deserve so much more, and they'll never get it, and it's such a shame.
Like, Bobby Roode should be main eventing WrestleMania. Like, Bobby Roode,
he should be into. Oh fuck! Yeah, I just got swept, man. This was terrible. This is really bad.
Hey, it's like Vince booked the whole thing.
All the white guys went over. That was embarrassing. So that's Fire Pro Wrestling episode 2. Clean sweep, I guess.
Clean sweep.
Hayabusa, you did such a good job, buddy.
Masato Tanaka did such a good job.
Masato Tanaka did a good job. The rest, not so much. Alright, well, we'll be back episode 3. And I will try and do better at my job. but I can't promise anything. That was terrible.
Yes.
All right, Travis, take us out.
Double arigato, Signor Roboto. Mr.
There, that's not racist.
All
Bye.
right, bye.